Hey guys, Mike here. Got an unboxing video down on the RC workbench, down on Mike's RC Corner. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all your comments and all the likes and all the feedback I get on my previous videos, and I encourage you to do the same on this one. Banggood sent me an RC to review. I've been really looking forward to doing this. I think this is going to be a real popular model. I'll have the links in the notes. But right here we have the Extreme 2 Charge. It's the, I'm gonna have a little trouble saying this, the FEIYUE FY02. There's 3 models that come with this. It's a 1/12 scale 4-wheel drive, what they call rock racer. This model is the kind of like has the Traxxas Telluride. Of course, it's got all the features you expect in an RC car: 2.4 gigahertz radio, turning reverse, all that kind of stuff. It's quite the obvious. Here's a good picture of the RC. Just some real quick specs. It's 406 millimeters long, 225 millimeters wide, 185 millimeters high. The wheelbase is 246 millimeters. The tread width is 190. Comes with a 2-cell LiPo. It's 1500 milliamp hours. It's got 50 millimeter ground clearance, and yeah, it weighs 1,135 grams. So that's the specs on it, in case people are always asking me stuff like that for size of these things, in case they want to put a different body on and stuff like that. So let's just spin around quick here, and that's all what you get. So you got a full-size box. Thanks for Banggood for sending it to me. I'm going to unbox this thing and we're going to break down and see what y'all get inside. Alright, hang tight and we'll be right back. Okay guys, I've taken this out of the box. There's a lot of tie wraps and a lot of cutting. The vehicle is very well secured inside the box. Here's the RC itself, and we'll get zoomed in and closer in on this, a closer in view of this RC. Show you what's all underneath the Lexan. Just quickly go over what also came in the box. Right here we have the manual, and it's a full-size RC manual, which is really cool, which tells you that this is a legit hobby grade RC. This is my first time opening it up, but as you can see, it has all the parts, exploded views in it. It's both Chinese and English together, mishmash. It's not separated into a front half, back half. It's all together. So that's interesting, and it's good to see all the exploded views and all the parts and the number of parts you have. So in case you need to order something spare online, you know the part number and can look for it very quickly. Again, this is the Extreme Charge, the FY02 1/12 scale. Quickly also show you that inside the manual package is 2 Allen keys, cross wrench, 2 body clips, which is interesting. Never had extra body clips so long in any RC I've ever purchased. It has 2 extra pinions included. Let's see, that's a 22 tooth pinion and a 26 tooth pinion. So I would probably guess there's maybe a 24 tooth pinion installed. Also on the very bottom is a set screw or a grub screw, whatever you prefer to call it. So let's take this out of the box and see what comes inside. Again, just a 2-cell charger. They did include, oh, I put it away already. It was on the external, the box taped on was a North American adapter, but it's just a simple balancing charge port, LiPo charger. Let me just read the specs on it quick. 800 milliamp hour output on it, so probably take you about 2 hours to charge the battery off the stock charger. And the radio, that's a nice looking radio. It's very reminiscent of the Traxxas TQ. There's your trims, your on-off switch, 50 or 70-30 proportional on the throttle. Let's quickly slide this open if it can. Come on, thumbs, don't let me down. And takes 4 double A's and for the radio. So, and then the interesting thing is you can push this here, and if you're wrong-handed, but I'm right-handed, so I like to throttle left and steer with the right, and it has a good feel. It's got a foam wheel, but also on the other side is a foam wheel. So if you're wrong-handed, I'm probably gonna get some. I'm gonna get lit up on the comments maybe for that. But if you like doing it the opposite way, the way I do it, and that's how it's done, and it's the exact same wheel, exact same feel. So the only difference being is that the trims are on this side. So you would have probably have to stop the vehicle and fiddle with the trims and then put it back. So just having it on this side makes it the right side. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna throw this up on a little shelf and zoom that camera in, and we'll take the body off and see what's all in. So hang tight, and we'll get to that right now. Okay, here we go. We got a zoom in close up of the RC itself, the FY02. First of all, we're going to look at the body, so I'll just take these body pins off here. And of course, this kind of got that look of the Traxxas Telluride. The decals aren't on here, they're part of the paint scheme. There's no stickers on the body or anything like that. It's backed in white. It's pretty good quality body. It's got some flex and durability. I think will be because of that it's flexible. But everything here is there's no stickers. It's all part of the paint scheme. So that's kind of interesting and cool. I really like the look. I think there's a lot of detail. It looks sharp. It doesn't look cheesy at all. You know, really cool, sharp looking body for this. And this also comes in the FY02, or sorry, the FY01 and the FY03. So you have the Axle Yeti look, or you have a short course truck, or of course this is the FY2, the Telluride kind of look. So that's the body. One thing I'm going to stress here a bit is the body posts are adjustable, of course, but they have the little plastic nubs here, and I find that on other RCs that have similar types of things, those after a while, it's just the pounding because the body's on a little bit loose, right? Because there's a little bit of play that these nubs tend to crack the holes. So what I do is I get a piece of clear Lexan that you trim off from another body. There's always, when you're trimming new body shells, there's always excess Lexan. What I do is cut little squares. You can round them if you want, cut them in round circles. You can get a drill or a body reamer and make a hole the size of the body post, and but not too big so that it still sits on the plastic nub. And then these will sit on, and then the body will go on top. It works like kind of like a washer type deal, and then that spreads out the area of support so it doesn't break the hole on the body. So a little tip from old Mike here on the workbench. Maybe I'll do a tip video on that separately in case people don't watch this video. So let's just go over what y'all get. I'm going to turn it upside down here. You see it's plastic chassis, plastic suspension arms, plastic bumper, of course. And we'll note that it has metal hinge pin holders here for the suspension, which is total score, total bonus. That's usually a weak point on a lot of RCs, and you have to buy aluminum upgrades to hop that up, but this comes with it. So the bumper is stiff, but it does have some flex, so it'll take quite a bit of absorb from the bumps. So just let me think how I'm going to attack this. Sorry, let's talk about the wheels. Those are actual beadlocks. So those are screwed in down on this. So the wheels are sharp looking. They're grippy. I believe there's foam in them, but these are really good wheels you get for stock. Also on the back side of it, there's screwed in. So the wheels are really good quality for stock. Again, the purchase and everything about this is in the notes. This thing I think it's Canadian dollars. So that's how I look at things on Banggood. I think I get this for 110 Canadian and then $20 Canadian to ship it or something like that. So this is a real entry point level RC. Price wise, it is awesome, and it's all like complete hobby grade. Again, just looking underneath, that's all hex screws. So a lot of times entry level ones have Phillips and stuff like that, but this is hex, and you get a real hobby look and feel from this RC. It's got the laid down horizontal shocks similar to a Traxxas Slash or their Summit. So they're also adjustable, so you can dial the collars, same on the back. I'm not sure if these are oil-filled shocks or not. I'll have to look into that, but definitely there's no oil in these. It's really springy, but we'll see how that handles. But you can dial down the stiffness to make it a little bit better. You might be able to be an easy upgrade right there. I wonder if Traxxas shocks will work on it, but you get the length, and you can maybe put something else in it, but I don't see any problem with these ones right off the hop for sure. That's down the road if you want to start tinkering with this RC. So of course underneath you got the suspension arms going out. You got like the outdrives are plastic. It's a Traxxas style with the shaft that goes in and takes that flex going up and down. Same with the back. The diff is over here. There's 3 diffs: the front, the center, and the back. And there's really no bulkhead as in like a traditional RC, so there's no shock tower or anything there, as you can see, which is interesting. So I'll talk a bit about the battery. And this is the battery tray, hold down by a clip, and this harness comes right out. And we got a 15 milliamp hour LiPo here, so it's not quite a standard size, because a lot of ones I have for my other RCs that are this type of size, 1600, they're longer. This one's shorter, but there is a lot of room in this tray. And I'd like to mention that it also comes with Dean's plugs or T connectors. But in this tray there is a lot of extra room, maybe almost 2 centimeters, at least 1.5 centimeters, 2 centimeters of play in there. Now one thing I'd also recommend is this battery is going to move around when you're using it. So I would cut out a piece of foam and stick it in there, cut out to the width, so this battery sits in snug and doesn't move during play. I would highly recommend to do that. But the extra room of play might let you find another battery if you want to put a spare in, so you have more runtime. A second or third battery you want to bring with you out on the field or outside, wherever you're running this thing. So that's one thing to take note of. So let's just get down to the electronics and the motor. That's a brush motor can and a red heatsink on it. It's all covered up, so I was hoping to look at the pinion 2 size, but my guess would be a 24, since a 22 and a 26 came with it. So obviously you want to do some slower driving, terrain scale, rock crawling, you would go to a 22. 24 is probably an all-around. You can do all of both, but if you just want to do more road running and just some off-roading and dirt and gravel, then you might want to leave it at 24 or drop into 26, and you'll get extra speed out of this. So again, brush motor, the ESC and receiver are all built in. The servo is a standard type of size servo, but it is 5-wire, which if you want to replace, you probably have to order the actual stock one. If you want to go the whole 9 yards later on and upgrade and take it out, you'll be able to put a regular servo in, and you have to change to a brush DSC, put your own receiver in, and if you want to go brushless or brush motor, it's up to you what you want to do. So anyways, servo saver is right on the front of the servo. The plastic, all the linkage, the Ackerman arm, it's all plastic inside. So the main shaft is plastic, which is a little bit interesting. but it's also got like that Traxxas feel. So when it goes, the shaft goes up and down. So it's like got some rock racer type of characteristics about it, that's for sure. So it's a really cool looking RC. I really like the look of this a lot. I am super excited to do to get this out on the road and do some testing and running with this thing. I'll take it everywhere that I can, just to see how it handles the different terrains. So I'm looking forward to your comments and your feedback on this RC. Again, Banggood, thanks for sending me this RC. It took a while to get here, but it finally arrived, and I'm super stoked to get this thing going. I haven't looked forward to an RC like this in a long time. So again, guys, thanks for all your feedbacks, your comments. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is Mike here, Mike's RC Corner. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you again on the next one. Take care.